What's up guys, Paul the Tech Giant here. Now today I'm going to be unboxing and testing out what has got to be the most advanced, feature-packed, wire-free security camera system that I have ever tested to date. So this is the EufyCam 3, and as we can see it's wire-free security camera with 4K Ultra HD and solar powered. Now unlike a lot of other solar powered cameras, this is all integrated into the camera. As we can see there, we've got the solar panel on top, so no separate solar panel. Now something else worth pointing out, that there is no monthly subscription, unlike other security camera systems. Looking at the bottom of the box, it says about the Bionic Mind AI, which is their AI recognition. This also features expandable local storage, which means that all your precious videos aren't being sent off God knows where around the world. And it has up to 365-day battery life, plus constant solar charging. But please just bear in mind that 365 is going to be the best case scenario. Move around to the side of the box and it goes on to say about the human recognition, security report, vehicle detection, live view and recording history, instant notification and two-way audio. Goes on to say about the free Eufy security app, which you can get on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store, and is compatible with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Move around to the back of the box and it goes on to say about some of the other great features. So you can see colour at night and you can startle intruders with the built-in spotlight. So let's lift the lid and see what we've got inside. Well, that is beautifully packaged, well presented, and as we can see we've got two cameras there and our base station. So let's get one of these cameras out. There we go, 4K Eufy security. Now we can see there that solar panel on top. And if you notice, the camera is slightly angled. So that would be so when you've got the camera pointing down, that you're still getting a nice angle on that solar panel to take the maximum effect from the sun. Move around to the back and we have a little cover just here. We'll pop that off. And as we can see, we've got a USB Type-C port there where we can put it on charge if it requires a bit of a boost. Just down from that, looks like we've got maybe a reset button and also a button, which I'm guessing is going to be for pairing. Looking at the bottom, we have a speaker grill just there. And then finally moving around to the front, protective cover. Let's peel that off. And we can see the camera itself with the sensors and that floodlight. So second camera is exactly the same again. And then we have the base station. And my God, that is diddy. Just look at my hand compared to that. In pictures, it does look a lot bigger. On the front there, we've got Eufy security and a little LED indicator. Move around to the back and we have a sync and alarm off button. Couple of USBs there, LAN connection and power connection. Bringing the box back in here we have two wall mount brackets there. Then we have this little pack just here and we have a positioning card, or two of them should I say, a window sticker and a quick start guide. Then underneath that we have some other bits and bobs. So we've got our screws and plugs for those wall mounting brackets, a power supply with a number of attachments, all depending on where you are in the world. Then we have a LAN cable, USB-C to USB-A cable, and then finally we have a packet of screws for the expandable storage and a reset pin. Now talking of storage, this does come with 16 gigabytes of internal storage as standard, but I also have a 2.5-inch hard disk drive which I'm going to fit. Now this is very easy to do, so what I'm going to do is just push down on the top like that and lift the lid. I'm then going to remove this screw, simply then pull up. Then we're going to use the supplied screws to fit the hard drive to the case. Once that's all screwed down, we simply pop the tray back in, push it down and reinsert the screw. Finally, going to remove the protective cover and pop back on the lid. Right, let's now get this thing hooked up. So the first thing that we're going to do is connect the LAN cable to the back of the hub and plug the other end into your home router. Next, we're going to connect up the power supply. So I'm in the UK, so I've selected the 3-pin plug. Now simply plug it in the power cord. Now we have an LED showing up to indicate that we have power. Now we're going to download and install the Eufy Security app. Now we just need to create a Eufy account. Now that I'm all signed up, I'm going to press on Add Device. Now we're going to select our base unit, which looks like that one, the S380 home base. Now we just need to scan a QR code, which is on the bottom of the hub.
Home base has received a pairing request. Press the sync button on the back to accept it.
Sounds positive to me, so let's press on that sync button.
Home base was added successfully.
Now that was simple enough, and I do like the fact that you actually get a voice confirmation. Next we're going to add one of the cameras to the system, and what I've already done is gone ahead and pre-charged it to make sure we are starting off on the right foot. And for this step we need to have the camera close to the hub. So on the app we're going to go to Add Devices and we're going to select the S330 EufyCam.
Press the sync button until you hear the beep.
Okie dokie, that's what we do. Pressing on Next.
Ready to add device.
So it's looking for the camera.
Device was added successfully.
There we go, added successfully. Now this is a great feature and something that I've not seen on other camera setups like this. That is this signal checker. So what it's asking you to do is take your camera and go and take it to the location where you wish to install it. And it will tell you if the signal is good or bad. Because the last thing you want to do is climb up a set of ladders, install this and find out you can't actually get any signal from it. So what I've done, I've gone ahead and put the camera outside in our garden and I've fired up the live view for the very first time and it goes on to say Ultra 4K live view and 8 times magnification for detailed viewing. So what I've done, I've come to somewhere a little bit more comfortable and a little bit further away from the hub to see what happens when Mrs. Tech Giant sets off the motion. There we go, I have got a notification. And there we go, I've gone into that notification and we can see Mrs. Tech Giant there. And the first thing that's apparent, just how clear it is. I don't know how well that is coming across on camera, but that is super sharp. Now we do have a row of options here at the bottom, which we'll go through all those in a second. But this one just here is allowing us to record if we wish. Now it will automatically record a set length of video. But this is for my own benefit. I can record now for as long as I want, so I can cut to some footage so you can see how clear it is, because apparently it is recording to the phone in 4K. And what I'm going to do is just zoom in, and it is proper dark out there. Trust me, like proper dark. And we can see Mrs. Tech Giant's face just there. Move around. Yeah, it is really, really sharp and clear. But maybe we want it even better. So I'm going to hit on this icon just there and turn the light on. There we go, lights turned on. We hear a click and now we have colour. And this is on medium brightness. Apparently, look, she's squinting because it's so bright. There's a low, medium and high, and this is currently on medium brightness. So yeah, it does go pretty bright, as we can see right there. Now what we can also do is speak to Mrs. Tech Giant. So I'm just going to hold down this button just here. Can you hear me? Give us a wave if you can hear me. I'm guessing she can hear me. Now a button that I've not already tried on this is the siren. So this should be a laugh. She doesn't know this is coming. We're going to press on that. And there we go. It's flashing the light, making a sound. Now every time motion is detected, it goes into this events folder. And if you notice, we have it there, backyard, but it also says stranger and human. Now if we click on, let's say, stranger, what you will notice, it will start playing back the video. If I click on stranger down there, what it has done, it's recognised that it is a stranger, zoomed in on their face and taken a screenshot. Very clever indeed. Now if we go to the bottom of the events page, we will see AI Edge. And if we click on that, we can see there unfamiliar faces. So it's identified one face, and if we click on that, we can see there Mrs. Tech Giant has been captured a number of times. Now if we wish, we can set it up that the camera will recognise Mrs. Tech Giant by going to face management. And then from there we can add a familiar face, which we will do later on in the video. Now if we go to my devices and press on these dots and then the settings, we bring up the main settings for the camera. So from there, we got information about the Wi-Fi signal, battery level, and then motion detection. So if we click on that, we can change if we want motion detection on. We can also change activity zones. So if I press on this button just here, it allows us to manipulate it to wherever we want. So I could say, I want the back end of the garden protecting, but not the path. There we go, just like that. And I can even add another zone. So lots of customization. Then we have the detection type, and this is where that AI really kicks in. So we have human recognition, human detection. So the difference there is going to be the faces that you may add or not add, vehicle detection, pet detection, and all other motions. Now the great thing about this is that you can customize it so you do not get false notifications, and that was one big bugbear that I had with previous systems. It would go off if a bus went past, or maybe the trees were moving around. So I could turn off maybe pet detection, vehicle detection. I could just have it set so that anytime anyone comes near the house, it just detects a person. Now coming back to the main settings, and now we're going to go into power management. So we've got detection statistics, and then we have a few working modes. So we've got optimal battery life, video clip length is up to 20 seconds. Optimal surveillance, video clip length is up to 60 seconds. And then customized recording, video clip length and detection periods can be customized. Moving down from that, we have our video settings. So we can customize it there. We can have a timestamp and watermark, or just a timestamp, or have them both turned off. We have streaming quality. So we can have auto, 4K, high, medium, and low. Then we have our recording quality. So we've got ultra 4K at the moment. Then we have 2K or full HD. Then we have night vision options, so we can have black and white night vision, and then that will use the infrared LED to turn on when the motion is detected at night. Then we have color night vision, which will turn on the spotlight when motion is detected. Then we have the option to turn off the infrared LED and spotlight. Now this last feature is very interesting indeed, and that is privacy zones. Now it has been in the press recently about cameras and invasion of privacy when it comes to neighbours and things like that. But what this allows you to do is to select zones to blank out maybe a next door neighbour. So if they've got a window or maybe just an entranceway to their property and they don't want to be recorded, or you just don't want to record them, then you can actually block out zones on that video so you know that you are all safe when it comes to maybe any legal matters. Now going back to the main home page, and we're going to go to security. Now what this allows us to do is change the device settings for when we are at home, away. We can disarm the system. We can also use geofencing, so maybe it will toggle on or off depending if we are coming or going from the property. And we also have schedule and customize. Next up, we're going to set up and test out the facial recognition. Now to add a face so the AI recognizes it is quite simple. First you need to go to AI Edge, and then face management. Once in face management, we have a couple of options. So you can manually add a face by taking a photo, or you can add a face that has been previously recognized as an unfamiliar face. So what I've been doing is walking around the garden a few times, so it's picked up my face, and I'm going to add as a familiar face. Now I'm going to enter a name. There we go, my face has now been added as a familiar face. Now that I've added my face into the system, what we're going to do is step outside and see if the camera recognises me as the tech giant or if it thinks I'm a stranger. So I've got my phone in hand ready for the notifications. Got the camera just on top there. So let's walk in front and see if it recognises me. There we go, we've got a notification just come through. Right, I've just come back inside because it's a little bit bright on the screen, but as we can see, it has correctly detected me as the tech giant, and we've got the video there to prove it as well. Now, the last thing that I want to test with this system is to see how good it is when it comes to false activations, or lack of them, should I say. So what I have done, I've set it up to only recognize humans, and I'm going to go outside and flap this umbrella around like an absolute madman and see if it actually triggers it or not. Right, so the camera is on and it's in the same position as before. We've got my phone just there, so if we've got any notifications go off, we will hear it. So I'm going to keep off to the side. Nothing yet. Now normally most other cameras would be going berserk by now. Can't hear anything, can you? But let's see if I walk in front of it, if it triggers it. There we go, spot on. Well, that was the S330 EufyCam or EufyCam 3. And I'm sure you agree that is a wicked bit of kit full of technology, and without a doubt it is the best wireless camera that I've tested to date. Now if you want to pick up one of these amazing kits for yourself, then I've got some great news, because I just found out that they run an affiliate program. So I'll put a link to this in the description, and if you use that link you will get 50 quid off, and they pay me 50 quid as well. So everyone's a winner. Now, if you have enjoyed this video today, do us a favour, reach up and hit that thumbs up button. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, want to see more videos like this in the future, then make sure you sub to the channel, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.